I saw another day, only to scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, taking off about the same mistake. Darling, when you go away, it won't be as simple for you.
I'm on mute. Sorry about that. Yo, guys. It's Old Man G here back again. And we're live. It's another watch along, a Champions League watch along. And yes, I did say I was going to do some United watch alongs. It's the big one, Atletico Madrid versus Manchester United. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter and X, and smash the notification button for latest Manchester United news. And more. Shout out to EFAC in the chat who says Victor Lindelof at right back, Ragnick, Ronaldo, and Wan-Bissaka. That is very interesting. Now, well, we'll go for the lineup in a second, but me thinks that he's going with a back five as opposed to a back four, and that's why he's playing three at the back, and then maybe Sancho as a right wing back. And obviously, if he's going to do that, you need someone that's a more of attacking fullback, and Wan-Bissaka is not that. Is my theory anyway. But let's just quickly go into the lineup and get into it. And obviously, we'll be live for the whole game anyway. Let me just scroll. So Atletico Madrid, they're playing essentially a back five as well, because it's Atletico Madrid 3-5-2. One Black, Savage, Gimenez, Mandava, Rosalco, Llorente, Kondogbia, Herrera, Lodi, and then up top you've got Carrera and João Felix. So no Suarez and Antoine Griezmann, I suspect, on the bench. United match, it says a 4-2-3-1, but I suspect this is going to be a back three with possibly Rashford as a possibly Rashford, which is dodgy, because we might be matching them, but because if Rashford is like an attacking right back, that's bad defensively. I'm worried about this side defensively because Rashford discipline is not good. To be honest, I did think Alanga would start. I would have rather had Sancho on the right and Alanga on the if Rashford's on the right, it's time for Rashford to start. Who knows? Moore says you're going to transmit the match. You might be able to hear it. But I can't show it, unfortunately. But you might be able to hear it. But thank you for watching on Twitch, and please subscribe on Twitch. I'd appreciate it, because I don't think you can stream these things on Twitch. So it is what it is. Oh, no, bro. Thank you. No worries. You take care of yourself, man. Although you'll find it a bit difficult to find. Oh, look at the C match. Well, I would recommend you go. What if you're on UK, BT would be the best option, bro. I don't think you're gonna find a stream on Twitch, to be honest, man. Skull McTominay did not try to spend due to illness. Yes, so he's not in the squad either. Let's just have a quick look, finishing the thing. It could be a back four, because I just don't trust Rashford to do defensive duties with a back three. But obviously, you've got De Gea, Shaw. I don't know what Telles has done wrong for Shaw to go to start. It is somewhat frustrating seeing him start, to be honest. Maguire, Varane. So, Lindelof, obviously, well, Lindelof is there. So, but apparently Bay's on the bench. To be honest, I would have put Bay with Varane And then, okay, Lindelof at right back, although you do have Wan-Bissaka on the bench, so it's interesting. And Dallow's on the bench as well. So it's like, this is why I'm a bit confused, because people are saying Lindelof is a back four. But if that's the case, if we're playing a back four, why we have Eric Bay, Jones, Dallo, Tellez, Wamsa, etc., and we're playing Lindelof as makeshift right back. That's what doesn't make sense to me. Dallo's fine, could be fine there. Wan-Bissaka, okay, but just for his tackling, but Lindelof isn't particularly quick, and gets bullied. So for me, it just makes sense we're playing a back three. And if we're playing a back three, to be honest, I'd have rather had Bay in here, but that's not going to happen because Harry Maguire's an £80 million signing and has to play regardless. These two players should have been dropped a long time ago, but it is what it is. Midfield, obviously, Fred and Pogba, and that's going to be interesting. We haven't played this Fred Pogba midfield in ages. McTominay, I assume McTominay would have probably come in. Matic is there as a midfielder. We've got Hannibal Medri, so maybe he might come on. But this midfield was good against Sevilla, I remember. It's not been played since. Will Fred have the discipline? That's the question. Will we control the midfield? I don't know. It is going to be very, very interesting. Rashford on the right, who really has got to have a good game. I really, really hope that Rashford has learned from his mistakes, is not selfish, and can do his defensive duties, because if he keeps on running into space, not looking for Ronaldo or anybody else, unlike Sancho, and then doesn't track back, I think I don't want to say Rasmussen's last straw. It's not because I think he's not talented. It's just that I'm getting frustrated that he's not really learning from his mistakes. Bruno Fernandes obviously is a cam, Sancho and Ronaldo up top. Obviously, no Cavani. We don't really have any attacking options. Our attacking options are Juan Mata, Jesse Lingard, and Anthony Elanga, and that's it. So, let's see what happens. Thanks everyone who's watching, by the way. UCL nights are different. That is true. Jason's on off topic, but hope Benfica win today. I hope so too. Although I'd like to see Ajax win. And EFAC says, so yes, that's fair enough. I'm just going to type, just remember, and subscribe. And we're not that far from kickoff. We're just 5 minutes away from kickoff, actually. But thank you for those who are tuning in. I do appreciate it. I need to get new mods as well, actually. That's what I need to do. I do need to get new mods. Yeah, I'll put up a poll titled "Who will win?" So get voting in that. It'll obviously be a draw. Don't know. So that poll should be there for those who want to have a look. Jason Todd says maybe Elanga comes on saying, yeah, possibly. As an impact, but to be honest, I'd rather Rashford as an impact sub than Elanga. Rashford is, I think, a much better sub. Elanga is still too young and I think needs to grow into the game. So I'd rather he plays 60 minutes and then Rashford for 30. Elanga needs time to grow into the game. Rashford can just come on because he's quick and do something. And because he's quick, Atletico Madrid are tired and what have you. So it could do something. Let's just look on the bench just quickly. Yeah, they have Rodrigo de Paul, Griezmann, Luis, Thomas Lemar, Felipe. So they've got options off the bench. Um, Suarez and Griezmann can always do something. The Mark can always do something. So they do have options. They definitely have options. Right. I'll be back in 1 second. I'm just going to get some food. So stay tuned. But we'll be going live soon. Right. Back. About to start now. Got some nice food. So I'll be eating. Grab a meal, as a certain HH would say. Grab a meal. And let's go. Mm. Well, it does look like a back four, but we'll see how that works in practice. You know, look at the defendant: Bailly, Jones, Wan-Bissaka, Tellers, Dallo, and we're doing a makeshift thing. It's very strange. I don't know what. I think Ragnick's trying to protect Harry Maguire here. That's the only thing I can think of. Solo, shout to Solo, says, big up, bro. I hate both clubs, but low-key want United to win, says Ochikwara. Can't stand Simeone. He's a bit of a brick, isn't he? Solo, hope you're good. And Jason says, Poirot's on the bench. What a surprise. And Netta says, Ardia, so I'm doing good, buddy. I'm doing good. I've just had a long day, so I'm just quite tired. So hopefully we get a United win. Hopefully we get a United win so I can. But I'm taking my emotions out of this because this team does disappoint. I'm hyped, but you know, if Pogba's a good game and Sancho's a good game, we win the game. But that could also not happen. Okay, here we go. I don't really understand why I don't know if it's a pressure thing, but when we have the ball coming the kickoff, we always seem to kick it and give it to the opposition, which I think is stupid. Like I don't get why we do that. A says, greetings all. I'm going to draw Stinky Cage Football may compound someone playing 3-5-2, which we know is like to change to 5-3-2 a lot. Oh, exactly. But it'll be interesting how defensive Simeone will be. And how attacking we will be. Because in the first few moments, Atletico look like they're pressing us a bit. Okay, calm. Let's go boot the knee. I want United to win. Just idiots, really. Joao Felix will be a handful. What was Harry Maguire doing there? Why the hell did you head it out for a corner? The hell? It came back and you were like, you just headed it for a corner. Why did he do that? I swear, if I don't know. There's no point in getting frustrated with him because he's gonna fart, so it's just over. Good tackle. Come on, guys, wake up. Can't even defend a corner properly. Maguire and De Gea. I'm kind of done. I'm trying not to get any emotion behind it because Maguire, Luke Shaw, and them, they've not done enough to me to warrant space, and they keep on getting picked. So I don't know why. I don't know what Telles has done to get dropped. I don't know what anyone's done to get dropped. It should be Lindelof and Varane. Bay, okay, you could say, has just come back from injury. I don't know what Maguire's done. He's a club captain. This is what the club does. Unlike, say, a Chelsea spent 100 million on Lukaku, and they dropped him. We spent 80 million on Maguire, and he has to play every single game, even if he's not playing well. I don't got out. Yeah, Lindelof tackle. Yeah, exactly. So Atletico Madrid are pressing us. We're losing the ball. Well done. But they've been pressing us. We've not even been able to get our own half yet. Release it quickly, for goodness sake. Who was that? Was that Bruno, man? Come on. Taking too much time on the ball. So either people saying Atletico Madrid are going to be defensive, they're having a lot of the ball right now. We've really not been able to get the ball. They're passing it and moving it quite well. Joao Felix, but it goes wide. Just need to relax, man. Come on. Jeez, man. I'm watching the thing. How many? There's so many of the channels that are doing a watch along. This is the problem. Well, not a problem, but I mean, you can't watch everything all the time. And I would go into other people's channels and support. So, but I'm running on a very minimal internet right now. What minute are you on, Diaz? I'm gonna try and sync. Right now, I'm on a minute. I'm at just approaching 6 minutes. So Similar to, I'm only, if you see the image tab on the top, I'm pretty much at that stage. Bruno can't hold a challenge. Yeah, I mean, Atletico Madrid have not come to. I think people assume that they had come to just sit back and just wait, but they've come to play ball. United. It's 1-0 to Atletico Madrid. João Felix comes in. It's a cross in the box. It's the crossing to João. It's 1-0 to Manchester. It's 1-0 to Atletico Madrid. And to be honest, Atletico Madrid have started. United have not woken up. It's 1-0. Cross into João Felix, unmarked. There you go. There you go. So I'm not mad anymore because it's what I expect from this team. So we're not defending from a corner. Lindelof defends from corner. There we go. Crosses into the box. You play him on side. Harry Maguire. I think that's him. Yeah, Harry Maguire runs in front. 1-0. It is what it is. Oh, sorry, Eddie, man. Sorry for spoilers. And Atletico Madrid are ahead. I mean, the only thing is away goals don't count. It doesn't really matter. But we need to wake up. And also that we've been down in the Champions League before. But, you know, look at them. Like, I'm looking at them. It's like people are like, oh, yeah, Simeone's going to be defensive. Simeone's going to be defensive. Simeone's going to be defensive. Oh, look at their, oh, look, they're going to be defensive. Look at this. I'm looking at this game right now, and it's exactly how you play against United. Simeone's not stupid. He would have looked at how United's weakness and realized that if you press United, you'll get chances. They've pressed us. They've harried us. We've not even been able to have the ball. We've not had the ball at all in this team. We've not been able to string a couple of passes together. And it was always going to be what's going to be the midfield. Now, right now, it's the wing issue. And what did I say? I said the right side is going to be a problem. I said that the goal came from our right side. So is it that we're playing for the back? Lindelof is there. Anyway, it's okay. It's okay. We'll see what happens. Hopefully they wake the fuck up. I doubt it. What a goal. Let's go. That cross. Bruno, take notes on crossing. Well, we'll see. Stupid. But yeah, 1-0 to Atletico. I'll change the banner. And they deserve it. They deserve it. For the life of me, I never understand why. I see Maguire and Shaw do this all the time, and I don't understand why. Why? You know, we clearly we're still bad at defending from corners. So it is what it is. But if you're not playing offside, because obviously there's no communication between our back four at all, which is standard, at least be in front of the defender. At least, because he was clearly behind Harry Maguire when he started the run. So how? Well, okay, actually I know how, because Harry Maguire isn't quick. He outruns him. He starts behind him, runs past him, and then gets the header. But anyway, I'm not gonna go in about it. Like, we continue to play these bricks and they get support. So what can I do? And they'll probably put a post up saying, "We go again. We go again." But it's not over. It is not over. Oh, unlucky Pogba. But Atletico Madrid playing ball, and doing what they're doing, which is 10 man. They've set up to do the counter attack. That's what they've done to set up. And that's what I don't understand. It's like, they're counter attacking us, but we play. Good cross in. I don't know who's. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're showing us again. Fair play to João Felix. And it's interesting because it just goes to show you just how I'm just reading some tweets and just goes to show you just how little teams respect us anymore. Because with Liverpool, I remember, I guess it was the group stage, but Liverpool, it was like, whoa, look at this. There's about three running at us, tackle, no, but we can't break and we've lost the ball again. What? I'm tempted to stop watching anyway. This is so bad. What? This is. Anyway, no. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're playing really with the first vitamins. We've been playing. I don't know whether we're shots away. We're just playing really badly, so badly that I'm going to detach my emotions from this game because we are playing very badly right now. We can't string two passes together. We're not communicating. It's basically just it's just basically United, isn't it? So they can't be Levante, but plays well versus United. Well, League and Champions League are different. League and Champions League are different. Oh, Bruno Fernandes takes a shot and it goes wide. It's probably the best bit of play from United so far. I think we got a corner. No, Rashford comes in the side. He's got three Atletico defenders. Ronaldo lays it back, and Bruno Fernandes takes short, takes deflection, and it's a corner. UCL really does hit different. It does. It does. It does. It's different. But I think the other thing is that people do not have respect for United anymore. I think that's what people need to understand. Like when if Atletico are playing against City or Liverpool, they would have started out being very defensive. They would have given Liverpool the ball, had the possession, etc., because of the respect. But you see this game, they're coming out. They're like, right, okay, come on, let's get to them first. And that shows the fact that most teams in Europe don't respect United anymore. They're an easy got at team with a very, very small mentality. I don't think it's Ralph's fault per se. Although I don't get the Lindelof thing. I don't actually know what we're playing. Actually, can someone clarify if we're playing a back four or not, or a back five? Because if we're playing a back four, why is Lindelof playing at right back? I don't understand that. Yeah, well, Harry Maguire's not a footballer. Well, he's playing, so there's not really much point in debating the fact anymore. I'm a bit tired of going Harry Maguire rants. He's just a back three. Well, then if we're playing a back three, then to be honest, this was a dumb selection because if you're going to play a back three of Lindelof, Varane, and Maguire, which clearly hasn't worked because we've conceded, why are you playing Rashford as a wing back on this side? Why are you playing Shaw and Rashford as a wing back? Rashford's defensive discipline and the goal came down our right hand side. His defense isn't good. Lindelof, he's a good tackler, but he's really not. He's not quick. You know, so and now that it's 1-0, you know what Atletico are going to do. It is only 1-0, but still. But I don't know. And already the tweets are coming out slandering Maguire, but I mean, I can't say anything anymore because he keeps on getting picked. He's this. So I want to like detach my emotions from this game because it's just going predictably how we've seen his performances before. So it is what it is. No, Bruno's right. It should be our throwing, but oh well. Oh well. What can you do? RDS is one of us to be renovated, and someone doing what else? Remember when he said the eights are too high sometimes? I don't know what this team is doing, to be honest. I don't get the selection because I don't really understand if we're playing a back three. Why is Rashford playing as a right wing back? If we're playing a back four, why is Lindelof playing there as a right? Why are we sorting to accommodate Harry Maguire? I don't understand. Play Varane and Lindelof, and then play Dallo or Wan-Bissaka there. I know people don't know about Wan-Bissaka, but at least Wan-Bissaka, will get a tackle in. If essentially, I don't really know what the plan was this game. Was it for us to be defensively tight? In which case, I don't know why Wan-Bissaka it didn't play on the right. Right now, Atletico Madrid, who supposedly are very defensive, are now expansive and attacking. So yeah, there's that. But there's still time. But the thing is that the narrative is that we press, and we do well in the first half and drop off. The concern for me seeing this game is that if this is how we play, we're not going to be any better in the second half. We're not. If this is how we play now, don't expect us to, because we drop off in the second half. So don't expect us to play any better than this in the second half. That's what I'm concerned about. And also how we change it. Alanga and put Sancho on the right will probably help us defensively. Wan-Bissaka as well for I don't know, for Maguire ideally, but that's not going to happen. So, but yeah, no more talk about the defense. Looks like Ajax have gone up ahead. Tadic. Atletico Madrid just look better, sharper, fitter. We just look bad, to be honest. We look very bad. Not passing it through the midfield, wobbling it up, giving the ball back to the opposition. We just look bad. I think we're seeing Bruno's technical ability, but I may be talking too soon. I don't like his style. I don't know what Bruno's doing. I don't know what Bruno's doing at all. I really, really don't. Our only hope, really, is for Atletico Madrid to basically just stop pressing us. Okay, it's Rashford. Can Rashford get to it? Oh! Do you get to it? It's a good tackle. It's a good tackle. He gets the ball. Because if he didn't get the ball, that'd been a penalty. But yeah, I don't know about for Bruno, to be honest. I like Lindelof as right back so he can drive forward, but he's done it a bit already. Yeah, no. My issue with Lindelof as a right back is just the fact that he's not that quick. So if Sancho was in front of him, for example, then it'd be fine. But it's the fact that Rashford is in front of him, and Rashford defensively is not good. So I said this several times on the right side. That part of the problem that we keep on conceding down that side is because Rashford and beforehand Greenwood were not defensively disciplined and we're not helping their fullback. Whereas on the left, Sancho would, and also Lingard would. Lingard is actually better defensively than either of them. So I would, if you would play, I'd rather you play Lingard on the left or right, and then those. If you want to be defensive, but if Ralph's plan was like, well, let's go out and attack, then that's different. But looking at this game, this doesn't look like an attacking game plan. We've been pressed again. We've lost the ball. Blitz, a foul. Fred is getting bossed, really. His touch isn't good. That doesn't look like a foul on Fred, to be honest. And also we're not. And also the thing is, we're not actually quick on the break either. So most of our attack is coming down the right. I don't know whether I have a feeling Simeone is Stones because most of our attack is coming down the right-hand side. Most of our attack is coming on the right-hand side. And so I've not even heard from, I think, Sancho's come down to the right. Has Sancho come to the right now? And Rashford on the left? It looks like they switched, maybe. Maybe Sancho's come to the right now. I blame Yasir for this nonsense. Well, there were a lot of jinxes to this game. Oh, Benfica look like they've equalised. Haller own goal, unfortunately, so it's 1-1 in that game. RDS, let's go organized. I agree. A team versus individuals. Well, I think people were too quick to write off Atletico Madrid. I said the game was going to be difficult. I actually predicted a 1-1 draw in my. If you check my preview up previously, I said it was going to be a 1-1 draw, and I still stand by that. We can still score, so we can score goals, but it's going to be. I say 1-1. I didn't think that we are going to win this game. I just don't know where United fans get this hype from. Oh, Atletico are not doing particularly well. United should win. And like I see it on Twitter and stuff all the time. I'm like, have you not watched our team this season? Have you not watched the struggle to beat bottom place Norwich, bottom place Newcastle, bottom place? We played them all at bottom place and we struggled to beat all these teams in our league. But you're like, oh, because Atletico lost to Levante, who are at the bottom of the league, we should be able to dominate them because they're struggling in the Liga. Okay, Atletico got the ball again inside. Lindelof's holding his man. Cross comes in. João Felix looks on fire now, which is interesting because João Felix, a lot of people said was done, was finished, and now we're making João Felix look like prime Iniesta. But that's usually United's right now. Artist, you see a rebuild? These guys are shocking. Nah, I don't see a rebuild, bro. I mean, a part of me is that's why I'm starting to slow but surely turn this channel into just a general football channel because I'm getting a bit tired of watching United, if I'm honest. I am a United fan, but like it's going to be one of those a complicated fan situation because I just don't enjoy watching Manchester United. Not necessarily because I think we should win, but just that you're always like watching them and going, what are they doing? What's the play style? You don't know what to expect. Liverpool, Chelsea, all these guys have Liverpool, Chelsea, and City are already through to the round of 16 as far as I'm concerned. So all the English teams are Barca through. PSG, Real Madrid is still, I would say, undecided. So is Juve and Villarreal. Obviously, Benfica and Ajax are drawing just now, and we're 1-0, so it's not over. But I think if they get if Atletico go up against, it's looked nervous, and I go, let's go ahead on trade. I don't think they would be. Yeah, I didn't think they'd be bad too. It's not you, Eddie. It's a lot of United fans on Twitter that were just mouthing off and just saying, "Oh, Premier League is best in the Liga. Oh, United beat Atletico," and I'm like, United's record against Spanish teams has been bad for a start, and then two. We're not even. I'm looking at this game and like we're not even passing. We're not. What are we doing? Like even here now. Like Varane got fouled. We got a free kick and we just gave the ball back to the opposition. Like I don't get it. Ajax have gone ahead. Haller, who's made up for his own goal. So 2-1. Like we don't. It looks like we just don't have a midfield. And I don't know if that's because of McTominay. We've been dependent on McTominay, but we don't have a midfield right now. We wow. It's just bad, man. It's just bad. I can't even recall us even having any real attempts on goal In fact, let's look at the statistics because this is just bad, man. So Atleti, 30 over just over 30 minutes gone. Second half, United have just been awful. Um, see, I don't understand. Let me have a look at these stats. 4 shots to United's one on top. I mean, I guess which was the goal, and zero. See, I don't understand this. Atleti have 32%, but United have six. So United have almost 70% possession. It doesn't feel like that. This is another thing where stats are misleading. How have United got 70%? I watched this game, and this is why it's important with what you do with the ball. Because if you look at this, like, oh, United have dominating possession of 68, 70% possession. They should, more passes, more pass accuracies. We should be on top. But if you look at the game, United are far from dominating. Far from it. So this is why possession stats and all these things are not useful. Oh wow. How was that a free kick? Okay, fine. RDS, I don't know what they're doing. Wow, Ollie's severely undercoached these guys. Wow. Well, Radnick did say it would take him time to get them to do the press style. I don't know how we beat PSG. I really don't know. But it's not over. And the only hope really, I mean, there's no away goals, so it doesn't really matter. The only hope really is for Simeone to do what I know he'll do, which is what a ball, what a cross. Yeah, it's not good. Is either in the second half on the second leg, put 10 men behind the ball and defend this 1-0 lead and give us the ball. Man, you have 50% of that percent in their defense. That's why exactly. Most of the possession isn't, but even then, like for goodness sake, it's not even been it's been pressed. You look at Atletico Madrid, right? I'm looking at them now when we pass from the back, and they have like at least 4 forwards, and I just see again it goes out for a throw-in for us, but they're pressing us. They've got at least 2 or 3 forwards in this half, and it's like I don't know. I don't know. I'll start speaking less. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I didn't put this up here. Ronaldo knows. Ronaldo's being warned. Do we miss McTominay? Do we miss McTominay? Obviously, the Premier League's games going on right now. Well, it's 10 minutes to this 10 minutes. As long as we don't concede a second goal, then I don't know what Ronaldo's doing there. So long as we don't concede another goal, Liverpool are actually destroying Leeds right now. Liverpool literally halftime, we beat them 2-0 at halftime, and Liverpool are beating Leeds 3-0 right now. Crystal Palace beating Watford 2-1, which means that Watford are going to be up for us at the weekend. Burnley 0, Tottenham 0, which is kind of good for us in a way. Because if Spurs drop this game, their 2 games in hand will be 6 points, which will put them level. So, likewise with Wolves. Arsenal, to be honest with me, currently are the real threat for top 4. That's really the only thing we have to fight for right now. Because we're not, with performances like this, we're not winning the Champions League. We're really not. We can't pass together. I'm just looking at the technical. It's like, why do we allow? Anyway, I won't speak anymore. Bro, I'm taking screenshots of how open this midfield is, bro. I'm pissed, and Long McTominay would be isolated midfield too. I don't miss it. I mean, that is true, but that's what I'm saying. I don't really know. Is it because Bruno? Is it because Bruno is out of position? Like, is it because there's no connection between midfield? Because usually Lindelof helps to bring the ball out, and he's doing a decent job at right back, but we're being pressed. This is the problem. We're being pressed. There's no we're like Ronaldo is so deep, for example. Like, we don't need Ronaldo needs to come be up the field. We need Ronaldo. Ronaldo is so deep. We have no outlet. Ronaldo's deep. I've not even heard from Sancho or really much from Rashford recently. Oh, man. Atletico driving again. We mustn't concede. Clear it. Well done. Oh, and can't even that touch. Can't even just touch. It's just bad. It's just bad. I don't know. I actually don't know what's going to happen, and maybe Rannick will change it. I don't know what's going to happen, man. I really don't. Discord link, please, says Rajasi. Discord, please. I'm not on, although I've got a Discord in the screen. I don't really use Discord, unfortunately, bro. I don't. I don't, unfortunately. Sure, all these England players like squaring up. Focus on the game. Focus on the game. I don't care about you squaring up or something like that. You're down. You can square up. You can square up later. All right, so see what you're saying. Let's go school United on team press. Exactly. Exactly. And they've been doing that. And they've been doing that for yeah, bro, you can get on. We'll have a halftime discussion, man. I'll post a link in the description at halftime. We're about a couple of minutes away but you know, we've been talking about pressing. How Atletico Madrid are not a team that is known for pressing teams. So how in the hell have Atletico Madrid out pressing us? Is it Ronaldo? I mean, because look, cause I can see even now, if you look right now, you can see Ronaldo is isolated. There's like three Atletico Madrid defenders around Ronaldo, and we're causing. There's literally no support. Rashford's isolates on the right back. Sancho kind of comes inside. There's literally no support. Bruno's kind of there. Oh my! Come on! That's going to nobody. That's going to nobody, Rashford. It's just this dead team. Oh, off the post! And Atletico literally should be 2-0. It was a brilliant cross, and they literally should be 2-0 ahead. It's a yellow card to who? To, I think, Carrera, something like that. I think Carrera. I think he fouled Pogba. Yeah, it's a yellow card to Carrera. I would actually bring on Matic. I literally would bring on Matic. I would bring on Matic for Rashford. We need some people in the midfield. I would bring on Matic for Rashford and probably Dallo on for Maguire, but that's not going to happen. But Atletico hit the bar soon. It's half time now. It's half time, guys. It's half time. Literally off the post. Atletico should be 2-0. United in absolute shambles, quite frankly. Oh, I think did it hit off? Oh, it hit off. It ricocheted because it was almost an own goal. Jeez. Ugh. But half time, Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid won, United nil in basically a shambolic performance. I'll be right back. I'm just going to quickly try. And if you'd like to come on, I'm posting the link in the description. Eddie, if you're still watching, the link is going in. If you want to come on, have your say. So let's tweet it out. So, yep. Virgil van Lovren Zoo. Well, game's not over yet. Relax. See Suleiman, I see he's in the background. Bring him on. Suleiman, bro. How you doing?
Yo, Red Devil. Doing well, man. How about yourself?
I could be better. But yeah, this has been bad, man, from United. But Atletico Madrid, fair play.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah. My internet's bad right now, so I'm on the road. But when I get home, it'll probably get better. So you can just keep me in the background when someone comes in.
Oh, cool. Okay, no worries. Right. Do you have your brief comments on the game so far, or are you watching it?
Yeah, I was watching it while I had it pulled up right here, but I think Atletico have been dominating. It's Man United. They've been under a lot of pressure, and they just can't seem to get out, man. For some reason, Bruno's not been effective in the game. Pogba as well. I think you just need to bring Sancho in the game as well. So that's
Atletico Madrid have
Felix
had
is falling.
So yeah, exactly. And well, it shows
Yeah.
you more. It shows you more of it shows you more of I think, but I think that's more United more than anything. Felix hasn't balled before, you know. So and there you go. And we're making
I think
Atletico Madrid look like prime.
I think one.
Barcelona, but go on.
Yeah, I think United need to put these guys under more pressure because we've seen in La Liga these guys can be good at. They haven't been great defensively as previously. I mean, they have like old dudes in defense, like Savage. I mean, he's been great this game. Don't get me wrong, but overall in the league, these guys have conceded a lot of goals. So, just you guys get Rashford, Sancho, Bruno. You guys need to create for Ronaldo because obviously this guy he has a good record against him. So yeah.
We'll see, bro. We'll see. Something definitely needs to change because, as far as I was concerned, that midfield was non-existent in that game from United. We couldn't even string a couple of passes together. And, you know, as you said, we couldn't get Ronaldo in the game. He was isolated. Ronaldo's great, but you can't do much against when he's got three defenders around him. Um, and obviously our defense is still brickish, so that's a key thing really. Eldon Chikiman, who's on the preview, says big up Red Del good performance of Leti. Exactly, really good performance of Atletico Madrid. Whether they'll continue to press in the second half remains to be seen. Because knowing Simeone, he's a lot more likely to defend his leads and then go out, but we'll see. Daniel Luis Chibicabra says Atletico 8 bullying us. I can't believe this. They are teaching us how. Exactly, they're teaching us how to play football. They're passing the ball around. They're moving the ball. They're comfortable in the ball. And United just look clueless. And I make an argument that this is what happens when you make a makeshift team. You know, I don't know why Lindelof is playing at right back, and Maguire is still there. I get the Fred, Pogba, McTominay midfield because McTominay's out, but you have Matic. You don't know. And then obviously we're still going with likes of Rashford and Maguire, who I've not seen anything positive from them in the last few games. When we have alternative options like Alanga, like Bailly, and so on, there, you know. So, but yeah, any thoughts, Suleiman? I've got a few people in the background, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just had to say what I had to say. Alanga, I saw him warming up like before halftime, so maybe he can come on for Rashford and like run at Atletico. That's the way to get him. So yeah.
Fair. Okay, see you then. See you at the end of at full time, mate. See you, man. Cool. I see you. I'm tired. Cole Alucard. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, bro. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man.
Bro, it's not looking good for you guys, bro. You're
No,
underperforming.
we are.
And the sad part is Atletico Madrid is a team that they recently are struggling defensively and struggling to create chances. Whether I'm not sure if it's because they're in the UCL and they're quite motivated to play, but I was expecting a 50-50 performance, but not this. Is like United are not creating any chances. They have more of the possession. Zero. I think there's 70% possession and 0 shots on target is right now.
Yeah.
So it's not looking good. Hopefully you guys need some sort of substitution. But that for me, I'm hoping to see more of a better half with more competition between both teams. But I have to wait and see. So far, I'm enjoying Atletico side of they're not so defensive. They're just hitting you guys.
They're pressing. They're going at it. Definitely, yeah. Sorry, go on, mate.
Yeah, their counter attacks are actually working. Like it's quite crazy. But it is what it is. Like, but it is it's at home, right? Yeah, it's at
they're
their
at home.
stadium.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
the thing is, there's no away goals really. So it doesn't. So that's what I think one of the things where like under normal circumstances, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. But now you're kind of like, well, you know, if it's 1-1, that's essentially 0-0. If we equalize, you know, if it's even if it's 2-1, it doesn't really make much of a difference. So really, the United would have had to like spank Atletico Madrid like 3-0 or like a City for me to be convinced that they were going through in this game. If we lose one, so go on.
What do you think should Manchester United do to improve the creativity and also like more something needs to happen with the players? Like they do not look like they're up for this match. Yeah.
The issue is, I think the issue is right now we need to get hold of the ball and properly. So I think we actually need to bring someone in midfield. So I'm going to get a few more people on, sorry, so there's quite a few people watching in the background. But we need to. I would say we should take Maguire off, bring Dallo in, and put Lindelof go to a proper back four with our fullbacks that we have, so we can push Dallo and Luke Shaw up. And then I would take off Rashford and put Matic in the midfield. So play Matic, have Matic and Fred, and then Bruno, and you can play Pogba further up, and then Pogba can create for Ronaldo and Sancho. That's what I would do. But that's probably not going to happen.
All right, all right, bro. Best of luck for a game. I gotta go.
Take care, man. Right. See you later. Ooh. Michael man, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. I don't know. Well, how are you doing? That's the more important question
Yeah,
here.
of course, because you're watching Liverpool now. So, like Eddie, I see you in the background as well. I'm going to bring you in after this, and then I'm tired afterwards. Yeah. I mean, what can you say? What can I say? What can I say, bro?
I'm gonna.
It's
Can I first say,
yeah,
Atleti have been fantastic. I thought. I
yeah,
think they've had a game plan. They know what
yeah,
they're doing. João
yeah,
Felix has been excellent. Renan Lodi as well. Marcos Llorente and
yeah,
all the four defenders. And we talked about in my preview, and you probably talked about in your preview how this team have been terrible defensively. They
yeah.
don't look like they're going to concede a goal today. They look
No,
like the team that want it more. They look hungrier.
yeah,
They're going after. They're winning every second battle. United just don't seem like they want it, and
yeah,
that's a real shame because
yeah,
you guys weren't in the round of 16 last year in the Champions League, but you look like the team that are always here, and it's just like another day at the office. This is not another day at the office. This is the Champions League round of 16.
yeah.
United, I mean, there's a great saying, I guess you guys say in England, a toothless performance, and that's what it's been so far. Toothless. No urgency. Nobody wants it. Maguire, I mean, how many times do we have to repeat about this guy? This guy is just terrible. He's just terrible. How can you not get close to Felix for that chance is beyond me. But I
And
think,
Maguire should be taller than Felix as well, but it is what it
yeah,
is. Yeah,
yeah.
it's just
But
because it's like
Felix actually,
5'9".
yep,
How's
5'9". Wow.
how has he headed that? Past someone who's Maguire's at least plus 6 foot. So yeah, that's I just don't know really whether we'll change it, but we need to change something because and if we continue playing this way, and as I said before, I would have taken Maguire off. That's not going to happen, and put Lindelof and Varane in the centre, bring Dallo on, or Wan-Bissaka for that matter, because I don't think a 1-0 loss is that bad. You
No,
can
it
play
isn't.
you can play Wan-Bissaka there, and at least Wan-Bissaka will give you better defensive cover and stop the attacks coming from that side. And then I would take off Rashford. Basically, the two worst performers recently in Premier United, i.e. Rashford and Maguire, I would take them off and I'd bring Matic and Dalot on. And at least if we play Matic, Pogba, Bruno, almost like a diamond, we'll have a bit
Yeah.
more. We basically need to bring on another midfielder. And Matic has to be that, I think, in order for us to at least hold on to the ball and put the pressure on Atleti.
Yep, I agree. And it's surprising because Atleti are playing basically their two backups in midfield in Herrera and Kondogbia, and they're absolutely dominating the midfield, which is just surprising to me. I can't believe what I'm watching, to be honest. But luckily, it's only 1-0 because I thought Atleti
Could have been
got a
2-0.
second. Could have been 2-0.
Could have
Went off
been
Lindelof
2-0.
space.
Mm-hmm.
But United have to massively improve, man. There's going to be a lot of question marks once again at this team if they do not improve in the next 45 minutes. But let's see what happens.
We will definitely see what happens. Mike, thanks for coming on, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. Maybe see you at full time. Okay, take care, Chief. Eddie, man.
Yes.
Man. So,
Yes. How you doing, bro?
Could be better, man. Could be better. We've been absolutely atrocious, but we've seen this before. I'll get to your comments as well, guys. I see your comments. I'll go through them before the game starts, but
yeah, man, it's been poor. I mean, the United team has been as bad as my camera right now, right? Which I got hardly any lighting going. I've got a better camera than this, and it stopped working just as I wanted to get into the stream. So I'm having to use my laptop camera, which is whack, and that's reflecting my United's first half performance.
Yes.
Have you guys talked about the midfield properly? I mean, you were saying to put on Matic, weren't you? You were saying
yes. I was saying that we need to get control of the midfield, and so we should take off Rashford and bring on Matic, and then we should take off Maguire, which is never going to happen, and bring on Dallo. So
how's the center of the park going to look like that? Then? If you're taking Rashford off from Matic,
so it's almost like a diamond.
Right.
Matic. So it's like it'll be Matic, then Matic, then Pogba and Fred. And then Bruno at the top. Although you could put Pogba, and then you play I ideally play Pogba where Fernandes would be, and then you play Sancho and Rashford as like the top two. So because Sancho I think will give us more in that situation than Rashford. And
okay, that's interesting, man. I mean, I just thought already that it should be taking Bruno off already, man. I mean, it seems like I've got an agenda against him, but I just don't like the way he turns over the ball so many times. He's got no discipline. If you put Matic, hold the midfielder, right, and allow Fred and Pogba to work the channels, go up and down. We've just seen Fred score a goal against Leeds, man. He was looking like Fred Davids. That's what I've termed him a little bit when he plays well.
Fred
You know, so
Davids.
yeah, man. It's like what you're saying. Get hold of that midfield, yeah, because I like I was saying to you earlier, I was taking screenshots, and the amount of space between Fred and the two supposed eights, it's like you could put a ballpark in between them. There's the Atletico players are finding it too easy to play. If they go up another gear, they could have this game.
Oh,
If you know what I mean.
The main thing for United is that we don't concede a second, because if we concede a second goal, Diego Simeone, knowing him, will come to Old Trafford and park the bus.
Oh, and he won't care about how it looks as well. He'll park it.
He'll break down, he'll park it, lorry it, whatever, and we will struggle. So we need to make sure that we don't concede a goal, or at the very least score one goal. I don't mind if we got going with a 1-goal deficit. I don't care. We need to score, because there's no away goals, so it doesn't really matter.
Bro, I'm looking at this bench, and you're saying that, like, Matic, come on. Who else can come on and impact this game? What Lingard?
Exactly. Mata, Hannibal, Medri, you know?
Medri's a defender, right? Well, I mean...
Hannibal is a defender.
Yeah. I mean, he wouldn't do much, would he, coming on? Got Phil Jones. Man, I'd put him in over Maguire, man, just because I just don't like Maguire. I mean, he's just too slow. Did you see him on the goal? He just, you know what I mean? He was not man marking at all. He didn't react properly.
Oh, second half has literally just started, bro. I've literally just seen it. The second half is run. We'll still be live at like full time for anyone who wants to come on and have their say.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'll see you at full time, buddy.
Well, thanks for having me on, mate.
Of course, man. Peace. Right, guys, we'll go back into the game. It's the second half now. Just get this thingy up. But thanks those for watching. I will quickly go and just read some of your comments as I put the stream back up. It's funny because every team that is and the irony is that as I put the game on, Atletico Madrid have a corner. Have there been any subs? I'm curious to see if there've been any subs. I feel like the only way for us to get back into this game is a penalty. And we clear the corner. Llorente goes wide. Kick it underway. No changes for United. No changes for Manchester United. So I don't know. At this point, I'm like, I don't know if it's Ragnick or whether it's the other coaching staff, but anyway, I'm not a backseat coach, so I don't know who the players are, what the players are doing. But for me, something needs to change. And like anyone looking at that game would go, you know what, we need to make changes in the second half. We can't play the same way. I don't know if Ragnick has literally been like, okay, I'll take a 1-0. We'll win at Old Trafford, which means nothing as far as I'm concerned, because Old Trafford, we've lost so many games at Old Trafford. And Atletico on the break again. And there's how many players... Anyway, I'm not going to relax. It's a good header away. For Lindelof defending. Crosses coming in. Us heading it away. Banter team, man. Right. Just get through some of these comments. Atletico looks good. It seems like they want the game more, and they do. Unlike United, who just are just a banter FC right now. Gustavo says Maguire couldn't catch Felix the Cat. With saying yes. And Alessandro Squirt says every in Italian TV just insulted United players, saying they are shit. Mostly forward said Sean Lindelof and no ideas. Yeah, but the thing is that I don't really blame them because we have other options. We have options, and we're not playing them. We have Shaw, we have Tellez who's on the bench, we have Dallo's on the bench, so we have options, but we're not playing them. What was that? Who did that? What was that, Bruno? What the hell was that? Bruno. It's just bad, man. I can say Akin says Maguire won't dare. Well, Maguire is a brick, man. Gustavo, I think Felix is 5'9". Oh, yeah. Because I check, he's 5'11", but still bad. Oh, yeah, he's 5'11", but still. He's under 6 foot, though. Maguire is 6'4". Cole Alucard says, if Griezmann comes, he will score. Yeah, exactly. The thing is, the concern, Luke Shaw's got a yellow card. I don't care. I'm not interested, Shaw. You've been garbage all season, quite frankly, and you're trying to be macho. I don't know what's happened to you because I really thought that you're going to have a good senior season at the back of the Euros. But you've been awful. Oh, is that? I hope that's just a yellow. From Shaw. SMB says, "Yo, what's up? I should just hold the 1-0, try to get." Yeah, exactly. We shouldn't go out and win this game. Just defend and try and get a draw, and then see. But to be honest, I think that we'll be outplayed at Old Trafford. But we mustn't concede a second goal, because if we concede a second goal, you know what Atletico will do. This is looking bad. Atletico usually plays better at home, new self, from what I've seen. That's a fair point. I mean, the one dribble partner is a stadium, but it's just that the thing is just that we don't really have a home advantage in anything. I'd say, if Old Trafford was a fortress, I would say, oh yeah, but these days it's not. No one's afraid to play United. You look at when they played against Liverpool in the group stages. Oh my. You look at when they played Liverpool. They literally handed Liverpool the ball because they respected them. No one respects Manchester United anymore. Just press them and it's fine. Oh, it's Rashford. It's a corner. Or throw-in. To be honest, it's not like Atletico have had a great game either. Well, I'm not saying Atletico Madrid are, they've had. I mean, if you look at the stats, I think they've maybe only had maybe 2 shots on target, but they look a lot more dangerous than we do, to be honest. Way more. Oh my goodness, what a poor ball. What a poor ball. We have like 3 or 4 different people around, and they just bypass us. They just bypass us. That's the difference. We have 4 or 5 people around their players, and we can't get the ball from them. 1 minute are you in? Let me sync. Right now, I'm 53 minutes and 15. 53 minutes. So 53 minutes. 15. Dallo looks like he's warming up. I don't understand why he, But again, I just don't understand what the game plan was today. That's what I don't get. Was it to just defend? Then why didn't we play with Wan-Bissaka? I don't know. I'm not going to question it anymore. like I said, I'm now just cut my emotions off. Really, that's probably the best way to think it. It's just I would rather, and that's why I don't tend to do watch-alongs, because I would rather, if I wasn't doing a watch-along, I would have just, at this point, I would have probably just, oh, for goodness sake, Bruno, man, your touch, oh, man, his touch has been awful today. Bruno has been bad. I would take Bruno off, actually, and but anyway, yeah, they're just players that are never going to be benched. And Bruno is one of them. Bruno, Maguire, Rashford. Keep in mind, Atletico got a little lucky getting out of their group. They had tough games with Liverpool, AC Milan, and Port. That's true. That's true. They shouldn't go out their group. Suarez might be finished. He's not on the pitch yet, but if he comes on, I'd be worried still. Look at that defending by Atletico. They've literally got three. They've got three people back, and they're defending exquisitely. We need like 5 or 6 people back to deal with 3 Atletico players, which shows how slow our defense is. Ooh, sorry. What has Ralph changed? I think Bruno's a bit deeper. Maybe. That's the only thing that I can think of. Otherwise, nothing has changed. But Bruno having the worst game I've seen, and Pogba can't get out of gear 1. The story of his consistency, yeah? I mean, I would personally take Bruno off and play Pogba more advanced. And then bring on Matic if you're going to do that. Or bring on another midfielder. What? That's how you defend, man. This is like good tackle. It wasn't a foul. It wasn't, yeah, because it wasn't a foul. What is Rashford doing? This team, man, is just garbage. No, I won't say that, but like, no, come on now. No, whatever views. Why would I come? Like it's like yeah, it's like but it's like I'm not trying to, but it's just like you guys seem to forget that you had like these. Do you think that if that you would have pin slapped him? Chelsea played Lille, and Sporting Lisbon. Remove. When Pog wants the ball, he's on vibe with pass. Of course he is, bro. Ralph got to do something a bit. Ronaldo needs service. I mean, he's been quiet. He's been quite deep as well. The flag stays down. Good block. Oh, for goodness, I hate that in the Champions League. It's a good ball up. Okay. Suarez is now warming up. No foul. Oh, jeez. This is just bad. I can't even. If I'm honest, bro, like guys, I would stop watching this game if not for the fact I'm doing a watch long because I at least expect a team of United's quality of ballers should at least be able to pass the ball. But then you've got to think about it. You're like, United's midfield was bossed by Newcastle. It was bossed by Norwich. The only midfield battles I think the United have won recently have been freaking Leeds and I think that's it. Leeds. But we're getting to the game at least a little bit. To be fair, nice to start off the year. The second half is a bit better, but we still have not. We're playing a bit better, but have we had any shots on target? No. 3 shots, 0 on target. 0 shots. Although Atletico have had 9, only 1 shot. So still more possession. And you also you got to remember, guys, this is Atletico's B team to a certain extent. This is their B team. We're losing against their B team. This has happened to us before. We're missing McTominay and Cavani, I guess, but Cavani is just not reliable, man, at this point. We could use him. We could have used him and played Cavani Ronaldo up top. We could have definitely used that. It's a good ball. Oh. But that's how Let's Go defend. They defend like a team. Jeez, Rashford has been so bad. Atletico's a dirty team. Yeah, of course they're a dirty team. That's why I don't. But that's why when people said Atletico Madrid, I was like, I didn't want to play Atletico. I would actually have preferred our chances against PSG. I'll say it right now. I didn't want to play Atletico Madrid because they're niggly, they're dirty, they're gritty. You saw what happened 2 seasons ago when they played Liverpool, and everyone said, "Oh yeah, Liverpool are going to win," and Atletico beat them over 2 legs. So I have said several times that it was always going to be Atletico were always going to be an issue in the Champions League. Forget their form in domestically, because I've always said several times. I don't know why I keep on saying this, and yet people just assume it's just that Atletico always perform well, especially at home if they're underdogs. When they're underdogs, they perform really well, especially at home. The issue. So Victor Lindelof is off. So we're making 3 subs, man. So I mean, I'm assuming Pogba is off because he's coming back from injury. That's the only thing I can think of. But we could have used it. Anyway. So Matic, Fred, Bruno, okay, and then Lindelof, who's actually been our best tackle. So I guess Wan-Bissaka did Dallo come on? Is it Dallo or Wan-Bissaka? Sorry, Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's on. Okay, that maybe give us a bit of defensive stability. So he's changed the fullbacks effectively and put Wan-Bissaka and Telles on. He's changed the fullbacks. Pogba looks frustrated. I would be too in this brick team that can't pass a ball. And also that there's certain players on that field that shouldn't be there. I don't know why Lindelof has come off. I think actually Lindelof actually had an okay game. Saved us a few times. So at the end of the day, like for those who are watching, this is the difference between United and other teams, is that we just have favorites. We pick favorites. We keep them on. We are playing a bit better, but how much is better really when you haven't had a shot on target? And then now what? Juan Mata's warming up? Noah Langer? I don't know. I don't care. Oh, wow. Crystal Palace 4, Watford 1, which means that we'll lose to Watford at the weekend. So much for Ronaldo's hat-trick, people said. So corner to Atleti. I'm still watching. Ooh, wow. Burnley beat Spurs. Jeez. Ben Mee. Ben Mee scored, beat Spurs. It's true. So, like I said, the most important thing is that we keep it 1-0. Was Pogba angry because of substitute? I don't know. Angry if substitute or he was frustrated because maybe they're just trying to manage him because he has come back from a long injury. So I don't want to completely say, keep Pogba. He has come back from a long injury, so it need to manage him. So I don't have a problem with that per se. And obviously McTominay is injured, so you only have Matic as a midfielder. But again, with the issues, I don't want to keep on going on about the issues at United because we know that it's so on that you just get a bit tired. Favoritism, and the thing is that we're seeing this under successive managers right now. What ball is that? Cross the so we can't break through the Atletico Madrid defense. It's Lamar's coming on, going to cause us problems. We might have a title race now. Yep. There's always been a title race, to be honest. Liverpool battered Leeds. They scored 4 like we did, except they didn't concede 2 goals like we did, which is why we're where they are and Liverpool where they are. Look at this. How Atleti gone across the ball away. And we can't break it all. And Atleti now have the ball. We can't break. Oh, it's Liverpool still playing. Palace 4. I don't like this referee either. This referee is but I mean, he's been influenced by the crowd and it is what it is. He's been influenced by the crowd. So, but this is the thing with Atletico Madrid, man. Atletico Madrid will go full defense for the second leg. Felix got to leave this dump. That is true. Felix at Arsenal City would be interesting. That's true. I think there's rumors that Arsenal and João Felix. I'd love him to come to United, but looks like Lemar, Griezmann are coming on. It's so funny. It's so funny. Yeah, Rashford's had a bad game. But I mean, this is the night for Rashford to prove people wrong. Let's just play people into form instead of giving people who are in form chances, says the United fan base. Give Maguire a chance, even though he's had multiple bad games. Give all these players a chance. The frustration for me comes from the fact that when you have talented players on alternatives. So in this case, I know people are going to custom midfield, but at the end of the day, the only midfielder we had on the bench was Matic. We didn't have McTominay. So it is what it is with the midfield. But defense and forwards, we had options. We could have played Tellez and Dallo. We could have played Wan-Bissaka. Instead, we decided for some reason to play Lindelof as a right back. We could have played Elanga. We could have even played Lingard. But I suspect that what you're seeing already in that players that are wanting to leave the club or are on non-contract deals, we don't play them. I think the only reason we're playing Pogba is because the only reason why I'm playing Pogba is because we just don't have any midfielders. And whether the United board are confident they're going to sign him, I don't know. Goal Benfica. Oh, right. Fair enough. Goalkeeping error. Shot on rebound. Actually, no, just a rebound. Well, so that's 2-2. So that's going to be interesting. I mean, again, away goals don't really count. So that's a foul. Thank you, ref. It's a foul, bro. It's literally a foul, bro. It's a foul. I don't know why the Atletico Madrid players get annoyed. It's a foul. It's a foul, bro. Don't give it to Ronaldo, man. Ronaldo, no, don't. Guys, be sensible. Oh, anyway. I can't watch it. I can't. Just. I guess it could be worse. I would give it to Tellez or someone who could take a free kick, but no one's going to. Why is there tension? It's not even. Why is Ronaldo taking it, man? Jeez, there's no. Fuck's sake, man. When was the last time he scored from a free kick? Yes! Yes! Fucking Elanga! Yes! 1-1! Elanga scores! Elanga scores! Elanga scores! Elanga scores! 1-1! 1-1! 1-1! Elanga scores, man! What did I say? What a finish from Anthony Elanga! What a finish! Elanga! 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 Thank you! This guy! I told you we should have started with Elanga and Rashford. Come on, it's a brilliant... Bruno Fernandes slips it in, doesn't tackle in, and Elanga finishes it, and it is 1-1. Pass to Bruno, and Elanga finishes it. And I told you guys, I told you 1-1. I told you 1-1. I told you 1-1. It's a brilliant finish from Elanga. Brilliant. No one in this fan base rates this guy. No one in this fan base rates. I'm not saying he's perfect, but just let him play for goodness sake. Man. Oh, let's continue to play. You know, I don't hate Rashford. But when you have an alternative, just leave it at that. Man. I'm happy just because I know that Atletico Madrid are unhappy. That's why I'm happy, man. But effectively, this game is. But cool finish, the best. United's only shot on target. Brilliant finish from Elanga, man. Brilliant finish. I'm just happy that Atletico Madrid crowd a silence. Thank you, Elanga. Brilliant finish from Elanga, man. Good tackle. Oh, but no, apparently not. I just like to see Simeone fusing. I'm like, because when the thing is with Atletico Madrid is that you need to get the players frustrated. You need to get the players frustrated. When Atletico Madrid players are frustrated, that's when this is the psychology. They should get frustrated. But again, I said it was going to be 1-1, guys. That's what I said. Oh, let me change the thing. It's a brilliant finish. Atletico doesn't defend it, and Elanga is a brilliant finish. Brilliant finish, man, from Elanga. Elanga saves us in this game because we've been poor for most of this game. And the one bit of quality in this game goes to Anthony Elanga. And I'm sorry, I'm just, for me, he starts over Rashford. I'm tired of, same thing with, Lindelof didn't deserve to, didn't deserve to, but this is our club. We're Ambassador FC. We're Sponsor FC. So all the big names have to start, even though all the brand players have to start. Wow, just as I was doubting, bro, I said it was going to be 1-1. If you're watching Prover, I said it was going to be 1-1. I said it was going to be 1-1. I didn't think England would win. I said it was going to be 1-1. I'm actually more happy the fact that my prediction was right. I literally got the Juventus, the Juventus and United previews right. I said both were going to be draws because of how both teams play. I called these. Thought it was United could snatch this Bruno Wolf game and puts us the story of his career. Well, and now Atletico Madrid are now coming out. I mean, this is what I'm saying. This is standard Atletico Madrid. This is standard Atletico Madrid. They score a goal. Then as the game progresses and they're ahead, they drop deep. And then when they're down, it happened, I think, against when they got knocked out by, I think, was it Leipzig? Oh, off the post by Atletico Madrid, off the post again. And I don't know why Elanga backed off. Griezmann should have scored that. Clear the ball, guys. And it's going to throw in. Come on, wake up. Was that first? Yeah, that was United's first shot on target. It's a good. Oh, we just can't keep the ball. It's just counter-attacking. Simeone in the mud. Simeone in the mud, indeed, and we win the ball back. But but this is the thing. This is the thing about Atletico Madrid is that when Atletico Madrid, let me look at this again. Elanga. I think he's offside. I think he's offside. You should score that though. Yes, it was. It's like the game reversing. Not really. I still think Atletico Madrid have been more dangerous than United. I would say Atletico Madrid. I mean, I guess you'd expect them being the home team, but what I would say, in fairness to United and compared to English teams, that United did have the hardest tie out of all the English teams. Let's not get it twisted. Atletico Madrid are a better team. I think even Chelsea would have struggled against this Atletico Madrid team. Chelsea have Lille, who are freaking 11th in City Sporting Lisbon. Liverpool and Inter, who, as we saw, Atleti bantered them, or at AC Milan anyway. So, Atletico Madrid were the hardest tie of the English team. So you can't say that a draw at Atleti is a bad result, irrespective of what they've done in the league. It doesn't matter. You can't compare the league. It's Champions League football. We've basically just been long ball FC, really. That's how we got the goal. Maybe I spoke too soon. Well, The only thing about this is that because it's 1-1, I know that Atletico Madrid are going to come to Old Trafford to play ball. They're not going to come to sit on this lead, and they know they can press United. It's another 1-1. So it's interesting. Both games in this today inconclusive. Benfica 2, Ajax 2, Atleti 1, United 1. So it was the draw game. So I think it's fairly obvious that no one no one in this side is going to win. Now, if we snatch and grab this and get and make it 2-1, now that's going to be interesting, but I doubt it. Oh, it's a good cross. Look at Tellez, look at the fullback. So we actually play, when we actually played properly, Tellez has been, I'm so done. I am so done with playing. Tellez has been from. I've just got no idea where she'll start. Yeah. Alex Tellez. Already, Tellez for me has been. Oh, Luke Shaw is better defensively. No, he's not. Maybe last season he was, but this season he's not. Is he better going forward? Not particularly. I just don't get it, to be honest. "25 seconds. They're just keeping it calm." That's a foul. What? Ronaldo should have taken that gamble, man. Because he's busy sitting on the floor. I mean, he's coming from offside position. Maybe that's why. Yeah, he can't. He's coming from offside position. So yeah, he can't do that. Full time, 1-1. This referee was actually garbage. I hope I don't see him again. But there it is. There it is. Manchester United 1, Atletico Madrid 1 is the final score. Damn, Liverpool dropped the 6. Liverpool lubricated leads, man. Liverpool absolutely lubricated leads. You look at that goal difference at Liverpool. I don't, we're talking about, oh, it's Leeds. I mean, this is what we're talking about levels, guys. I know it's the Premier League, but Liverpool just lubricated Leeds. They lubricated Leeds. I don't want anyone, better second half, true. But to be honest, bro, it was better second half because Bruno played a bit deeper, because Atletico Madrid turned the gears off, and because we made the right subs, that the players that should have played. We shouldn't have had the right back game. We brought Dallo on, so Maguire and Varane came into the midfield. Let me just I'm gonna put the I'm gonna put the link in, full-time discussion. So I'll put the link in the description in a second. So yep, full-time Atletico Madrid 1, Manchester United 1. Goals from João Felix and Jimenez. Yes, actually, this midfield was improved by Ralph. So before I just put the link out, thanks obviously to everyone who's been watching. At the end of the day, I think a draw is a fair result. I predicted it. Atletico Madrid, I think, typically, as I expected, as the game went on, dropped deeper, turned the gas off it, didn't press us as much, allowed United to come into the game. And I think as soon as we made the subs, we were better than them. In the last 20 minutes, we were better than them. As soon as Shaw came off, I guess I would have taken Maguire off because he's a bum, but it is what it is. But as soon as Shaw came off, as soon as Rashford came off, we were better. Did anyone notice that? As soon as Telles and Elanga came on for Shaw and Rashford, Elanga being better than Rashford and Telles being better than Shaw, definitely Telles at left-hand side was much better. Like I am really, really tired of like these overhyped English players. Maguire didn't have a good game. Rashford didn't have a good game. Shaw didn't have a good game, and they're going to be picked. I'm just tired of it, and that's what I'm going to say. Right, I'm going to put the Atletico. Sorry, Ajax and Benfica finished 2-2 as well, which is interesting. For those who want to come on, and I'll post a tweet out. So just tweet this out for those who want to come on. Man, this computer's getting really slow. The key is, can we beat them at Old Trafford? I don't know. There's a big. I know a lot of United fans are happy right now, but there's a big part of me that's like, it would have almost been better had we gone to Old Trafford 1-0, because I know that Simeone would have just been defensive. I know that's what he would have done. Now he's going to want to win. So he will come out to play us at Old Trafford. And that's the concerning thing. Okay, I see a few people in the back. So I'm going to bring MUFC in, then Eddie, I'm going to bring you in a second. United or Atletico in second leg. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's 50-50 because, like I said, I think that 1-0, Simeone would have parked the bus without a doubt. And I think we would have had more of the ball. 1-1, and you're going to see, I think you might get a copy of this game, except that hopefully, well, you have McTominay back, and hopefully Ragnick does not play Shaw, Rashford, and Maguire. Personally, that's just what I think. Let's bring in. So MUFC, man, MUFC, how you doing?
I thought the first half, we were out of control of the game, and I thought the subs were very good from Ralph. And I think the second half, we just had more confidence, and we were driving forward with the ball. I mean, Atletico Madrid are not good. Like we should have won that game. Like in the second half, and we took the game to them. We absolutely we were having some good passing moves, creating good chances.
Is it that we took the game to them, or was that Atletico Madrid slowed the gas? Because in the first half they were pressing us a lot, and we couldn't get out, and we were causing us to make a lot of mistakes. We weren't passing properly at all. We weren't connecting. And in the second half, it felt like they stopped doing that. They felt almost like they wanted to sit on their lead, and they basically gave us more of the ball. And then that's when we were able to do our thing. Yeah,
I think in the first half we struggled with the intensity because Pogba was having like a triangle of players around him all pressing him, and he couldn't get out. They were doing that to Bruno as well. I thought Matic gave us more control in the middle of the field.
I agree.
To be honest. And I thought Elanga, what a great run for the goal.
Very good goal.
Finish. But
I'll ask you a question. Should Elanga be our first? Should Elanga be starting over Rashford now?
Oh, Rashford is absolutely brainless. I mean, we were having possession and he was just shooting from like 40 yards, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this is not like Watford or something. We're playing a European giant here. Like, we're trying to get a result, and you're just an enemy of progress, really, because we're trying to keep the ball, build attacks, and you're just shooting from 40 yards. And it's just like, I don't know what he's trying to do. So Elanga's got to come in for me consistently. I think Rashford, I think he has to be sold now. He's had enough chances. He's not been consistent enough. And Martial was, just as like good as him, if you know what I mean. And I think
the thing is, at least with Martial is less selfish. He plays the ball across, and he can play. He's a semi-decent number 9.
Yeah,
so you can have alternatives. So you could play. If Ronaldo gets tired, you could play. If we wanted the proper counter-attack, you could have had Elanga, Rashford, and Sancho. And running at them. Because Ronaldo, to be honest, is not quick and needs the ball. He was getting very isolated. He didn't have I don't think Ronaldo had a good game, particularly.
I don't think he had much service, to be honest. I mean,
that's true.
Like we didn't really create much, but I think in the second half we just played better football. We kept on. I think Tellez, when he came on, that bit of skill at the end, that was quality, to be honest.
I put a tweet out and I said, I don't want Luke Shaw. I've said all the English players, that's Maguire, Shaw, and Rashford need to hold bench from now on.
I think Tellez
alternatives.
Tellez looks a lot quicker than Luke Shaw as well. I think.
I don't understand why. I said this several times. I don't get why Tellez was dropped. Because when Ragnick came in, he played Dallo and he dropped Wan-Bissaka and Shaw and played Tellez and Dallo, and we were fine. Then go on. And he brought in Lindelof. Then recently, he's almost like gone back. Wan-Bissaka's out of the team somewhat. We brought him back against Leeds to rotate. That's fine. But Shaw and Maguire have been mainstays. Is this Ragnick, or was this something behind the scenes?
It makes me feel like someone in the board is pressuring him to play these English players. You know what I mean? They've been crap all season. I mean, Maguire, his 80 million price tag is keeping him in his team because even tonight on the ball, he's so slow and stuff. And I thought he did all right defensively in the second half, but first half, I think he looked so slow. I thought Varane was solid, to be honest. In the first half, he made a few mistakes, but he really started to pick up his game, and I think he pocketed their attack in that second half. And I think João Felix was causing problems in the middle, so we needed to get some tactical fouls in with Matic and stuff because he was, making those little runs and paying it in behind us. So I think what Ralph did was correct to switch Wan-Bissaka. I mean, Wan-Bissaka, I don't think he would have been brought on if we were winning because Actually, I think he would have, but I think Dallo, he sees him more of an attacking and better on the ball. But when the game needs to be defended and stuff, I think
I just
Wan-Bissaka was a good option.
Yeah, I mean, I think the key things that Eddie will bring in a second is that like I don't really understand what our plan was today, which is why I'm having questions about Ragnick. Because when I
Yeah.
looked at the lineup, I was like, are we playing with a back three? If we're playing with a back three, then Rashford shouldn't be a right wing back because
Yeah.
or Sancho because they don't play that.
Yeah.
So
Do you know what
that's
I
not
feel it is? I
gone.
feel like he's not allowed to play Lindelof because he wants the ball depression is playing Maguire, in my opinion. So because
Yeah.
Lindelof was playing really well against Leeds, he feels like he has to play him somewhere. If you know what I mean. That's what that stunk
But
on,
this
to be
and
honest.
this is the thing because at Chelsea, you look at what happens with Lukaku. Lukaku's a
Yeah.
100 million signing. He's holding bench because his form's good. We shouldn't be picking players, and this is I don't know whether it's favoritism. I don't know whether it's I said pressure because these
Yeah.
players have contracts. These players have I don't know, but at the end of the day, you should be picking players on form. I don't like the frustrating thing for me is not so much that I don't hate any United player. I don't have hate. But
Yeah.
it's frustrating when you have. So, for example, today, people will complain about the midfield. But I will say, at the end of the day, we didn't have many options. The only other midfielder
Yeah.
we had was Matic, and Matic can't play 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with who we started because McTominay was injured or out. So you can't
Yeah.
have any questions about the midfield. But you can have questions about the forward line because we have Alanga and Lingard on the bench. You can have questions about the defense when you have Wan-Bissaka, Dallo, Bailly, Jones, and
Yeah.
Tennis on the bench. So when you have alternative and potentially better options, there's no an excuse, you know?
I just know the Glazers, and they are the sort of board that would pressure the manager on who to pick and stuff. And this is why I say until we get a proper structure and these Glazers go, we're not competing for any major trophy. I mean, we might fluke some like a CL or something, because like Chelsea did last season.
Yeah.
But
I don't think we even do that because the way we played today against Atletico, there's no way that we're beating any of the top teams.
yeah,
There's just no way at all. Like,
but the thing I do like about Ralph is that we were getting battered and he did sort of change it up, which gives me encouragement, because Ole would have just like, usually just sorted the game out.
Ollie would have persevered with the
Ole would have kept Rashford on and
he would have kept Rashford on like he did in the imagine if Elanga was playing in the Europa League final. Or anyone he would have kept on persevering with Rashford, and he would have and with Luke Shaw and with Maguire, all the English bunch. I'm not anti-English, just for people to say. I just think it's unfair. I'm clearly not anti-English because do we have any other English players in our team? Because I wouldn't mind Lingard and praise Sancho, so I'm not anti-English, But at the end of the day, if they're not good, they're not good,
Yeah, I think for the second leg, I think being at home with the atmosphere, I think we will get it done. But it's going to be a tough game, and
it's going to be tough.
Before I leave, I'm going to give credit to Kondogbia for Atletico. He was quality in the midfield, and
very good.
I haven't really seen much of him, but he bossed it tonight, and I think he dealt with Pogba and Fernandes in the first half really well. So
he did, and this is why
I'm going to give him credit.
This one, you need a proper holding. Right, MUFC, thank you for joining on the stream. Appreciate it. You have a good day now.
Cheers.
Take care, man.
See you, man.
Right, I'm going to add Eddie in a second. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. It goes a long way. Eddie, bro, thanks for waiting, man.
RDS. That second half, eh?
I told you it was going to be 1-1, bro. I told you it was going to be 1-1, but no, go on. What were you? It was a brilliant finish from Alanga, man.
Yeah.
And I'm at the stage now where I don't really see why Marcus Rashford is in this. It should be, aside from being a mascot. I don't really understand.
A mascot,
yeah.
More like a cheerleader, isn't it?
A cheerleader,
run up and down the line, innit? He's got the pace to run up and down the line and show that support.
Yep. But not as a starter right now. Not over to
Yeah.
come as an impact sub potentially with the legs, but not as a starter. No, not
Yes.
no.
Remember his game against Leipzig in the Champions League last season in the group stage? You know, I don't know if Man United were winning 3-0. I think it was when he came on, or 2-0, something like that.
2-0, yes, yeah. And they were pressing us, and then we put Bruno and Rashford, and then they.
Exactly.
I actually genuinely think that Rashford and Bruno are better as impact subs.
I would say so, because their counter-attack, they've got that mentality to counter-attack. So obviously when you've got the lead, and you want to sit deep, those guys are great to have as a link-up pairing. Rashford's pacing behind Bruno, just punting the ball. By the way, Bruno, he's done what I've seen him do for his Man United career. Like, obviously not all the time, but half of the time I've seen Bruno have a bad game and then pops up with an assist. You know what I mean? He got the assist for that Elanga's goal, right? If he didn't get that right, for me, he would be like a 2 or 3 out of 10. Right? Pretty much based on that first half. I mean, second half, like you were saying, Ralph sorted out the team and went, okay, Bruno must have got the hairdryer because he dropped deep and he was more disciplined. And that's what I've been saying. That's why I have my agenda against Bruno, because I think he doesn't listen to Ralph. Because we see him go to number 10, number 7, number 9. He goes everywhere, man. So second half, man, it was tightened up. And then, like you said as well, Atletico did what they do, man. Drop deep, gave the initiative to Man United. Drop deep and give the initiative to Man United. I think that was part of it too. But, you know, Ralph had to make the good subs. Elanga came on. And I think he's got to start over Rashford now, man. I think it's at that point, because did you see in that first half just trying to dribble through players? You're not Messi. You're not Neymar. I wish you were, because I love Rashford, man. I love what he's done. I love what he's done off the field as a humanitarian. But on the pitch, man, I don't know what's going on, man. I mean,
I don't know what's happened aside from Sancho, that's what's so strange, because like at the beginning of the season, Sancho was barely being picked. Neither was Lingard, but Sancho was being dropped. There was nothing to him, and we were persistently with Rashford, Maguire, and Shaw. Now Sancho is being played, and actually Sancho is performing well, is doing good, and the other players are still being bad. It just told sorry. It just told me is that there must have been something going on. There's something going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, there's some kind of politics, which we're not seeing. I've heard of these kind of contracts that people sign, where they sign some kind of non-disclosure clause, where they can't discuss certain decisions going on. And then we as the fans, we're like, who can we blame here? Because we need someone to blame, so we can actually, protest properly against the right people to get things changed, because we don't even know why certain people have been signed. We assume Ole was involved, but he was a yes man. So I think a lot of these signings that came in were club signings. And I think Maguire is a club signing for me, because I don't think Ralph likes this guy. I think because he's interim, he doesn't have the power to drop the captain that's 80 million. And then he's gone and defended them in the press. That's what people say, and they're thinking, okay, he's defending Maguire. He likes Maguire. I don't think so, man. I think that's PR. What do you think about that? Do you think he really supports Maguire?
Well, the thing is that when he came in, at least I think it was after game 2. I remember he dropped Maguire, he dropped Shaw, and he dropped Wan-Bissaka. Rashford, I think, intermittently. So he actually dropped all the English players, and the only reason why Lindelof is because Lindelof, I think his house got burgled, and so somehow Maguire came back into the team, and Bayer was obviously away at AFCON. But he played Telles and Dalot. It was fine. Then somehow Shaw then came back into the team. Maguire obviously came back in. Rashford comes back in intermittently. Even Wan-Bissaka played, obviously. Although I have no real opinion on Wan-Bissaka either way. He's not good going forward, but at least he's somewhat defensively solid.
But hold on 1 second, bro, because I just remembered now. Wasn't Maguire injured for a bit? That's why he was out of the team, wasn't he?
No. He was injured. He was injured for he was injured for a bit, but if I recall, I don't think that was in the time that Lindelof came in.
Oh, okay. Because
I
that's
think
what I
that's what.
thought it was. Okay.
Because I think that he did at some point drop him, and he was because I remember he was on the bench. I remember seeing that for at least for 2 or 3 games, Maguire was on the bench, and it was Varane and Lindelof.
Okay, I'm remembering it wrongly then, because I thought Maguire got injured for a little bit, right? And then Lindelof came in and was looking good with Varane. And then I thought he didn't get back in the team, because what was it? Ralph didn't want to disturb what was going on with the chemistry between Lindelof and Varane. But then as soon as Lindelof had to take a bit of time out, that's when
he brought him
Maguire
back
had
in.
to come back in, yeah.
But why did you do that? I don't know. Knickerbocker says Rashford was so bad. He's been so bad for months. It could be his injury. I don't know. Bruno was trash.
I mean, is his injury in his head? Because he makes wrong decisions. Not just because I think he's still got his pace. I think he's recovered pretty much because I still see the speed. But is your injury going to make you try and dribble past players though?
Yeah. The issue with Rashford has always been his decision making. He's not every single season where there's a player there, but his decision making is poor. Hopefully he will improve. Hopefully he will learn. Hopefully he will, and it's getting to the point now where you're like, I just don't know when he's going to do that, or if he even has the humility to do so. Because of a lot of these young players, especially when they've made it, they're like, I don't need to listen to anybody. I've made it. I'm the best. I play for United. I'm big. I don't need to listen to anybody.
You know what, RDS? I think he's got the attitude. I thought better of Rashford. I thought because he's this humanitarian kind of individual, he would be open to this kind of education, to helping out the team properly, not just trying to dribble by yourself, shoot by yourself. Yeah, but we've seen what he's doing. I think he's not listening because sometimes in previous games we've seen him not press when people are pressing. I remember in one game, I forgot who was playing, but I remember Cavani and Bruno would press, and then Rashford would not join the press. And then the tracking back, he doesn't track back as well.
Doesn't track back, yeah.
So I want him to improve, but I just don't think he's he's got the legs to do the work.
Yeah,
but he's not.
But that's why Elanga, because I think the only argument for putting Elanga over Rashford was because Rashford might be better finisher. But after today, you're like, no, Elanga looks like if he plays more, Elanga can be a better finisher because Elanga does track back at least somewhat better than Fink, and he at least follows Ragnick's instructions, which is why I think Ragnick took Elanga because he absorbs what I'm saying. He will do what I do. So, like I said,
how many goals has he got now? Because Elanga's picking up some goals,
he's got more goals. He must have more goals than Rashford now currently.
I'm sure, man. It's got to be at least 5,
because
4 or 5.
He scored against Leeds, didn't he? Did Rashford score against Leeds?
No.
So 2 games. We played 2 games. We played Leeds at the weekend. We played Atletico. Elanga has 2 goals in 2 games. Rashford has 0 and 0 assists.
Yeah,
he should start again at Watford. That for me tells me that this is not a coaching decision. This is a board decision because Rashford has Instagram followers. Rashford has a lot of people on Twitter. Ronaldo, I would say the same thing, but for the fact that Cavani is unreliable. So again, there's no alternative, and Martial's gone out on loan. So we have to make do with Ronaldo.
Can we talk about the forwards, RDS? Because I don't understand why there's no drills set up for these forwards. Ronaldo's dying up front, just like Martial died up front. Just like Rashford when he played up there, even though he's not that technically great, he didn't get great service up there. Look, I even go back to Lukaku. For me, and this is under Mourinho, isn't it? But still, no real service for me. Even though he had the Timberlands touch, as we know, but still.
I want to just address comment on Nicky Banks. Yeah, the Lindelof right this one didn't work, but what I would say is that to be honest, in that first half, if it wasn't for Lindelof making a lot of key challenges, we could have been down a few more goals. So defensively, Lindelof wasn't actually that bad at that side, and he did push up a bit, so he wasn't bad. To be honest, it's just that we allowed Atletico Madrid to press us, and our midfield was just overrun. We didn't even play through the midfield in the first half, so I don't think you can blame the issue solely on the right back situation. Although I think that we we took an experiment, but also we played the wrong team, I think.
I agree with you there. Can I just say that midfield, if you don't have a midfield, I think it compromises anything else you want to do, because if your engine room is not controlling your game plan, what are your lateral players going to do if you're not controlling anything? So Lindelof, for me, I think that was a good idea. Because we saw him drive up the field against Leeds. I know it's Leeds, but we saw his ball control. He still had to do well in the isolated occasions when he was running forward. He's got good ball control. So remember, RDS, remember when Lindelof plays centre back? He plays the ball over the top to Rashford to go in behind. He's done well with that kind of thing. You know?
Eddie. Like I said, I would drop Maguire and put Lindelof in. Any sensible person looks at Lindelof and Maguire and says Lindelof is having a better season than Maguire.
Yeah.
He's a better on the ball. He progresses the ball better. You know, it should be him. But we know we're not going to drop Maguire. And Lindelof is going to, if we're going to go back to a proper 4-2 with the two centre-backs, you know it's going to be, we saw it today. Lindelof went off for Dallo and Maguire stayed on with Varane.
No, what was it? Wan-Bissaka came on, wasn't it?
Sorry, did Dallo come on though?
I was wondering where it was, but it was Wan-Bissaka came on right back.
Oh yes, sorry, my bad. Wan-Bissaka came on and Telles came on. Sorry, yeah.
Telles look good going forward, man. I'm sure you guys have talked about that, but he looked good going forward.
I don't think there's any. We put Wan-Bissaka, Telles, Matic, Elanga, and then Lingard.
Can I just say, RDS? Yeah, for me, two massive things going forward that we've got to see if Man U are going to even think about playing good football and then getting towards trophies. Maguire cannot play in a dominating system. He doesn't react well. For me, he plays with the pressure and he looks slower than he was at Leicester. We saw for the João Felix goal, not reacting well. That was a great cross, by the way, but he's not reacting. He's slow. We know this. And then Bruno, I've already told you about my agenda against him. I don't think it's an agenda at this point because, first off, like you said, nothing was going on because he's running off into number 10, number 7, doing all this stuff. He's got to be disciplined, And the way he played in the second half, he's got to start that way in the second leg. Ralph's got to get out that hairdryer constantly on Bruno, Those are two big things for me, That's got to change for United to control the games. And then actually another thing is to find Ronaldo. It's still, I mean, we're not seeing enough service, man. I don't know what it is. It's like he's the Da Vinci Code, man. They can't even find the right combinations, man. So that's what I think, man.
That's fair. I'll just quickly read it. There's someone on Twitter that's like true.
What's up, bro?
No. This is someone on Twitter. Twitter's like, oh, the truth. Like, I put that Sean into, and then but Sean Tellers are basically the same. I'm like, oh, Sean Tellers aren't improving. Based on what? What is your basis that Tellers has not been improving? Tellers has not been good.
I think people are looking at assists, maybe things like that. The service. I'm not sure, but I mean, for me, I can't expect certain players to play that well, after the team's been severely undercoached for these couple of years. I mean, we're seeing how hard they're finding it to play high press football. I mean, come on, man. Getting a counter-attacking team to suddenly change halfway through a season to play high-intensity football, that doesn't even make sense, really, if you think about it. Because you need a pre-season to get the fitness up, right? We've seen what Klopp had to do with those Liverpool bums back, when they weren't playing gegenpress, they were horrible, weren't they? And then Klopp had to take a few seasons to condition them. So, I think that,
I just think that Shaw gets the benefit of the doubt because he's English and Tellez is not.
There's some bias there. But big up to Now Kane saying hi there. I didn't see that.
Yep, shout out to Now in the chat. Kango says, our players aren't smart enough to play a system where the RB goes into a free back when attacking and 4 back when defending. Matic dropped into the free under Oli and it was coherent with the players. And you did see when Matic came on to today, it was a big difference, I mean, I think as I told Eddie in the second half said, I would bring on Matic in the second half. We need more midfielders. Either you and I said I would take off Rashford. I bring Matic on so we can have at least a bit more control in midfield, and I take off Maguire and put over Indalo or Wan-Bissaka over the right back. Once they know what's happening, they are less static and fill the pockets. Our players are under average in how smart they are in learning systems. So I'm glad Ralph reverted, which is fair enough. Our players aren't particularly smart. I'll give it that.
Yeah,
Journalists should really be pressing on Maguire getting dropped. Too slow, react slow, not reading the game. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
True. But he doesn't. I've never heard Maguire get any criticism from the English press. I'm not.
We know the politics, don't we? We know that England want Maguire to be the guy. They want him to be that proper centre back. They're going to keep the agenda going. I don't see it ending soon. I mean, it's ridiculous because we want to see improvement in Man United's defense, right? Playing a higher line, but Maguire's tried. To be honest, Maguire's tried to what do you call it?
He's not. He played in the back three in Leicester. And even in that final season, he wasn't great. And we've seen several times that if you want to play a high line, you've got to play, to be honest, you've got to play Eric Bailly. If Eric Bailly was playing, if Eric Bailly plays in the game which he's not going to, but if he was somehow, then I'm absolutely confident we'll beat Atletico Madrid. Because we'll play a high line, we'll be able to press them and it's fine. But we're not going to do that.
Can I ask you this then, yeah? You see Atletico's system, yeah, they play that 3-5-2. I enjoyed watching them play. I don't normally enjoy watching Atletico play. I've seen them. They have been the enemy of football for a lot of, even when they were winning titles, man. The way they just get a goal and just sit back. I mean, the way they were pressing well, yeah, with that five in midfield, they really occupied that midfield, yeah. Do you think Man United could even consider that kind of thing? Because I would love that. Overload the midfield, dominate the possession, and you got your wing backs that can turn to wing forwards or fullbacks. I love that interchange. But obviously Atletico dropped too deep in the second half.
And I think that's my concern going into Old Trafford, because it's almost like it would have been better if we went in 1-0, because when Atletico were ahead, and typically it happened against, I think, remember Juventus when Atleti were like 2-3-0 up against Juve. Was it 2-0 up against Juve? And they just sat back. Even against Leipzig, they just sat back. And
you know what Atletico reminded me of today? Yeah, you remember when Arsenal were playing against United, Old Trafford? They went up a goal.
Yes, yeah.
Before that goal, they were causing all kinds of trouble. Emil Smith-Rowe was looking like Kevin De Bruyne. All that. As soon as they got the goal, dropped back. They give Man United the initiative, and then we went and got the goals. That's what Atletico reminded me of today. I'm not surprised they did that because they've had a bad season, haven't they? This season, I think they're in 5th place. They've been messing about.
5th place now, I think. Currently,
yeah. So I think Man United can do something in this second leg, but like I said, they've got to start with Bruno being disciplined. Pogba, for me, I don't know what you thought of Pogba, but sometimes he can't get out of the lower gears. He wants to make everything look like it's easy, like it's slow-mo. But sometimes you have to adapt to the game. You can't just do what you want in the game, for me. So I don't know what your thoughts are on Pogba.
The funny thing is that despite all that, Atletico Madrid only had 1 shot on target.
Was it?
Yeah. They hit the post a few times, but that obviously doesn't count, does it? Because if you hit the post, that's not counted as a shot on target. So it feels like it's the case because they hit the post 3 times it must have been. Like we were lucky in that respect. They hit the post 3 times, but outside of that, no, they only had 1 shot. And if I go to the stats, actually, we actually had more shots on target than Atletico. 2-1, 14-7. We had more possession. They had more fouls, obviously. 4 yellow cards to 5. 2 offsides. That's it.
I mean, it's like what you were saying earlier. Sometimes the stats will lie to you, just looking at it like that. Because remember, we were talking about Man United have that amount of possession, 64% in the first. I think it was in the first half too. But what were they doing with it? Playing at the back. Playing tiddlywinks at the back. It wasn't effective.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Congo says the last one. Ralph had the wingers high in the first half. They were meant to drop off and drag the fullbacks in, so there were gaps and on the wing, but it didn't work. Yes, surprisingly, who on the wings there? Sancho, I think, tried to do it. I don't know what Rashford was doing, to be honest. So,
Rashford's playing his own game, man. I really feel sorry for. I don't know what he's doing. I feel sorry for the situation, man. I don't know what he's doing, man. I want him to work, man. We all do, don't we?
No, of course we do. We want. This is bad, man. I'm gonna bring it up. Eddie.
Yeah. Oh no. So what? Rashford's got to go to Everton. Is that what we're saying?
Man. So because let's be real, Dele Alli had a good maybe 1-2 seasons, and then basically was living off that hype for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Until he obviously got sold to Everton. Are we having a similar thing with Rashford where he had a good first few seasons, but now in the last couple, he's just been living. He's just been living off the hype of the well, I would say in quote the potential hype.
Yeah, what? Yeah, with Rashford, yeah, he's really got that pace to go in behind, and he's got a good finish on him. I just don't know why we can't use him as how Vardy is used for Leicester. I've heard other people say this because Vardy, if you look at the way he plays, he doesn't really get involved in too much build-up. No. All of that kind of IQ stuff. It's play on the last man, pacing behind, finish.
But the thing is, Vardy. Unfortunately, I'll say when Vardy is a much more intelligent player than Rashford, in terms of he's played in the number 9 for a long time. He's positionally he's better. He reads the game a bit better. Hence why he scored against us this season. Obviously, he's older, so I don't expect him to have as much pace. But for me, Rashford, we've said the big issue with Rashford is not his ability, it's his decision making. If his decision making was better, we're not having this conversation. Like, you can have a less technically gifted player, but because they are better decision makers, or then they could contribute to the team. No matter how technically gifted Rashford is, because he always makes bad decisions, it's frustrating for him to watch because you're like, he's got into a good position. Lay it off to Ronaldo. Oh no, he's going to shoot from wide. Oh, he's one-on-one the keeper. Place it to the right-hand side. Oh, he shoots it at him. Oh,
but yeah, we're really seeing the after effects of what Ole did. Because Ole, did you see some of Ole's clips from his training sessions when he was talking to the forwards? Yeah, he would say, in any position around the box, cut in, shoot. When you get the ball, shoot. It's on camera. Ole is saying this to people around the box when they're attacking. He wasn't saying to link up or do anything like this. So I think that's a big reason or a big part of why people like Rashford cut in and shoot. Even there's other players that do it too. I mean, Bruno, we know Bruno does it.
Martial did it from time to time.
Martial.
Most of our forwards did it, to be honest.
Yeah, so the point I'm getting at is that there needs to be a proper coach. I mean, I'm kind of thinking these players like Rashford are thinking, oh, Ralph's not going to be here that long. I don't really need to listen to him. That's a bad attitude, by the way. But
Fred said that. Fred alludes to that. Fred said it's a bit confusing for us. It's an interim. We don't know what to do. It's just a bit.
Listen to the manager, Fred. That's what you have to do.
Wellesley ATM says Kondogbia was good, man. Yes, Kondogbia was very good in that midfield. Pocketed Pogba for quite some time. Very good.
Watch us get linked with him now in a lot of a lot of media.
Kango says all world-class players are smart. Rashford is not smart, and we are striving to have a top-class left winger or world-class left. All world-class players are smart. Rashford is not smart. He's not. Are we striving to have a top-class left winger or a world-class left winger? Alanga starts. Yeah, Alanga starts for me.
RDS, hypothetical though. If you could have two. Okay, no. One, because we've got Sancho, right? He's growing. He's growing. If you could have one world-class winger, who would you get in?
That's available, or just in general?
Just in general. Actually, he doesn't have to be world-class. Just you could have potential as well.
Oh no, so I mean, as in, like, are you asking like that we could potentially get, or that is just in general, like just any wing at any club type of thing?
Yeah. Let's keep it realistic, innit? Yeah. That we could get.
So realistic. Let's look at availability. I mean, obviously Mbappe, but that we're not going to get him.
Yeah, we'll have to compete with Madrid for him. Are we going to do that?
There's no way he's going to United, but he's obviously a free agent at the summer. I would say if we pay him, give him 500,000, I don't care. That, but that's not going to happen.
United have got the money. Come on, they can buy. They can buy.
Yeah,
they could. Can they buy him?
He wants to win trophies. He wants to go to big clubs.
That's true.
So, that's the thing. I mean, to be honest, not that many world class.
They can have potential. Think of potential too. Don't have to be.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind Saka from Arsenal if he wants to step up.
I like Saka. Yeah.
No, I do like Saka. He's definitely more intelligent than Rashford.
What about San Maximin? This is the guy I wanted.
Yeah, say Maximin. That's a bit, but again, you're thinking because of Newcastle's new owners. If it was Ashley was still there, it would be easy. But with Newcastle's new owners, it's like, oh no, now we don't need the money anymore. So we can afford to keep Saint Maximin and pay him more wages. So unless he wants to leave himself, you end up paying like 100 million for him.
Man, I hate that 100. I hate that 100 million, man. We're seeing Grealish and Lukaku flopping already at those prices, man.
I guess the other one would be Heung-min Son as well. Son would be good as well.
He's good,
So there are options, but in terms of availability, man, realism. I don't know what realistic winger options we have right now. If I'm perfectly honest,
is it too much to ask for a winger that can dribble? This is the thing. I mean, Sanchez started to dribble a little bit.
Martial can. Martial can
sometimes, but we've loaned him for a reason, isn't it? Because he's not doing the business, man.
Well, bro. I mean, to be honest, in the games that I've seen him play, even this season, he was playing better than Rashford. Like, even if he's not doing the business, I would still I would still start him on the left wing over Marcus Rashford, because I've always thought that Martial is a better left winger than Marcus Rashford is. And the best time was them seeing both of them alternate, with Martial starting and then Rashford coming on as an impact. That's the best I've seen Rashford and Martial play. But when Martial's gone to be a number 9, he's been okay. When Rashford's hold his own, it's been not. So, yeah. So I'm just
go on.
I was going to read a few comments and we're going to round up. I'll give you the last one. So compare Sancho. Okay. The golf in decision making is enormous. That's true, says Pranelli Paul. The reason Rashford put up such numbers under Oli was because all we did then was counter attack against the low. He's not good enough, and that is true.
Yeah, that's exactly right, man.
Bro, like look at Fabrizio Romano's tweets about Conte. What's he's tweeting about Conte?
What is he? Oh, he must be dissing them then, because they just drew, didn't they? Did they draw against Burnley?
Antonio Conte, I need to talk to the club. Tottenham have to make an assessment about the club, about me. We need to find the best solution. I can't accept to keep losing. I'm sorry. Here, coaches change. Your players are always the same. But results don't change. Antonio Conte, maybe I'm not so good. Tottenham called me to change things, but I'm too honest. We are doing everything to change the situation, but it's not enough. Wow.
What was the score, by the way?
1-0. Burnley beat them.
Oh, they lost. Oh, that is awesome. That's awesome for the top 4 race for Man United there.
I mean, I knew that Spurs, to be honest, were not gonna be. People saying it's funny because even on HH's stream, and I agreed with him, people are like, oh, Spurs beat City. So they're gonna ball and they're gonna they're in a and even HH was like, the thing is with Spurs is that they do this and they are technically City's bogey team.
Yeah.
But like United, they're completely inconsistent. They would have a good result against City, and then you'll see them lose to Burnley.
But you think with Conte, it was going to be different momentum after that win.
Who did they bring in January?
Well, was it this guy? This guy's name is so weird to pronounce. Kulusevski, isn't it? Kulusevski. That's how you say it. and Bentancur. Those are two good midfielders, man. I mean, I've seen Bentancur play anyway. Just when he was playing for Uruguay, and I don't know if it was
he left Juve, didn't he? I don't think
yeah.
I think Juve seemed to don't think Juve rated him, man.
Did you see him in the World Cup though for Uruguay? I think it was 2018. Yeah. I'm not sure, but he was technically sound. I mean, even in the Man City game, he's a bit like Pogba. He's always got that correct weight of pressure on the pass. Every pass is just, it's just delivered nicely, UPS.
I think at the period he was good, but I just think recently he's, from at least at Juve anyway, he seemed to fall off a bit. Maybe that's why Juve wanted to loan him out. I think he's on loan at Spurs. I don't think they bought him.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, I heard they got a good replacement for him, but he's still a quality player from what I've seen as well.
Fair enough. Krangle says we just have to hope that Martial does well. Well, I mean, to be honest, I don't even want to think about the summer because we have so many players leaving. We have to sign players, and we have players leaving. And I don't see United making 7 or 8 signings in the summer. We don't know who the manager is. It's a bit of a mess. So
a bit of a mess. Come on, don't understate it, RDS. This is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. No other club has you'd at least be having the conversation. At least you would be. But anyway, let me run up because I've got to head to bed, bro, man. So
can I ask you one more question, bro? Sorry, can I ask you? Do you see Man United getting Ralph in as a proper DOF to have the power, or keep him as a sideman consultant where they can choose to listen to him or not?
Yeah, that's the latter option. Because it's the latter option. Because even today, like it was like, he was told he was going to have a bit of control. And it was like, no, and he was going to get some signings in January, and it was like, no, we really brought you in to just secure his top 4 and just to steady the ship until the end of the season. That's what I assumed, to be honest. So if he gets it, it's going to be Fletcher, not good old boys, because we can already see that the thing is, it's not a coincidence that you have successive managers that act in a similar way. Right? So, let's just show that Langer goal again.
You're watching the highlights, yeah?
Okay. Yeah, let's show that Langer goal again.
It's a good goal. But yeah, I hear what you're saying, man. It's like puppets keep being put on the string with the managers, isn't it? Yeah. I think that's what you're getting at.
So, to be honest, I just think that at the end of the day, if he gets the consultancy post, like it's going to be like, oh yeah, we'll consult you, but we'll do our own thing. It says, how would Ralph be the proper DF if he's getting hired to be the head of football relations? Is that what he's getting, head of football relations? Richard Arnold is not getting involved in the football side.
Wait, I didn't get the previous chat though. Isn't that what DOF does, head of football relations? Isn't that what they do?
That's what I think. Although maybe it's slightly different. You've got technical director and different things. So I was told that Richard Arnold is Trent Alexander-Arnold's father. So we're being sabotaged from inside. So it is what it is.
That's gotta be cap, man. Come on.
No, bro. Like type it in Google, man. Type it in Google. Richard Arnold. I think he's Trent Alexander-Arnold's father. They showed him. They showed him in the.
Wait, sorry. So we got a scouser running the football decisions right now. Is Richard the scouser right there? A double agent.
We're in trouble. I'll show it. I'll show it. Richard Arnold.
Oh, that's just mad. I reckon that's cap, man. We would be getting bantered for that, surely, by Liverpool fans. I don't know if they know, do they?
Let's see. Richard Arnold. I'll say Richard Arnold, MEFC son. Who is it?
I mean, Trent is mixed race, isn't it? So I could see how he could have a white dad.
Let's have a look. This is ESPN here. Trent Alexander. Well, this is a round off here. I'm gonna confirm this because I'm fairly.
Bro, I think it's cap, man. It just sounds fishy.
Where was it? duh, 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 duh. Head coach Nicky Butt. Where is it, bro? I'm sure it's here.
I think that might be a sign that it may not even be true if you find it hard to find it.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's fingers crossed it's not true, man. Because I was like, this is. Oh, it's. Or maybe they're keeping it hidden.
It could be, yeah.
Actually, why am I searching on website? Let me just look on Wikipedia, man. It'll be on Wiki. I don't know why. It should say his parents and Wiki. Place of birth, personal life. Where's it? Personal life. List. Okay. Let me show you. I'm gonna stop the screen. I'm gonna show you guys.
If Rich Arnold is the daddy, we are cursed.
You see,
to be run by a scouser.
Can you see it? Alexander Arnold is the nephew of former Reading and Millwall footballer and former Manchester United club secretary John Alexander. His maternal grandmother, Doreen Carden, was once friendship with former United Sir Alex Ferguson before moving to Young City, where she later married. Alexander Arnold was eligible to play for the United States. Oh, okay, two brothers. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so our player introduced to so it was okay. So it's the club secretary. That was it. Okay, so it's not Arnold. Thank God. Okay,
that's
so
all right then.
So that's not bad because he's not here. Okay, I'll leave that.
Cool.
Right.
There's no curse now. It's all right.
There's no curse.
Right. We're not ran by a scouser now. Cool. It's good.
There's no curse.
There's no double agents. Right. Okay. Good.
And then John Murta is the head. Yeah, John Murta is the head of football relations. He's the one that's actually hiring. Would be hiring. But
so
anyway,
he's the DOF then.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah.
Well, he John Murta was the DOF, and then it's now Richard Arnold. Oh, if I'm correct.
What was Woodward doing? I don't get what's
sorry. The head of John Murta is the head of footballing relations. Richard Arnold is now the new chief executive, basically Ed Woodward's job. So Richard Arnold was doing what Ed Woodward's job was doing, and then John Murta is the one who's head of football relations.
Oh, see, I'm confused. I thought the CEO was handling football stuff as well.
No, I think they added new positions recently. So
they need to reform everything, man. You know what I mean? Keep the business guys on the commercial, getting the sponsors, and get Ralph and DOF, and we'll be all right, man.
Fingers crossed, bro, man. Yeah. Anyway, final thoughts, man, as we round up. What are your thoughts on just the home leg? Do you think United can still win this time?
Yes, I think so, because we've seen the way Atletico can just drop back and allow United into the game, and with Ralph disciplining Bruno to get into the midfield, make it a bit more compact. I'm not sure what the result's going to be, but Man United are in this tie. If they play compact football, listen to Ralph, listen to the godfather of the gegenpress. Try, you know what I mean? Don't try your own things and be cavalier. I mean, that's what they're trying sometimes. Bruno doing all this bullshit, but yeah, I reckon Man United can do it.
Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Well, thanks again for watching. Everyone who was involved in the live stream. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devils. To obviously follow Eddie, Eddie Waffle on his channel as well. Shout out your socials, Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie's Football Waffle on YouTube, and you can follow me on Twitter, Eddie02. That's OTU. Yeah, and I just do little Man United videos, try and add a bit of levity to the situation. So yeah, check me out. But yeah, I want to thank you for having me on, man, for a long time, RDS, man. You're doing well, growing the channel. Keep going, keep getting HH to help you out too, man. I love you on that show, man. It's funny stuff, man.
It's good. It's good to de-stress, man. It's good to de-stress. It's good to laugh. So, but no, I appreciate your support, buddy, man. Right, thanks everyone. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day, everyone, and cheers.
Cool.